Marbs here. Welcome to Intellivision Sunday. Now, before I hand things back over to GamerGhostDad, just want to remind folks that, console modding is not for everyone, and if you're not an experienced console modder, probably best left to the unprofessionals. There are a number of resources within the Intellivision community that are more than happy to help you mod your Intellivision and get the most out of it. So, without further ado, let me turn things back over to Ghost Gamer Dad, and he will take the wheel.
Okay, I think we're ready to start actually placing the caps down where they belong. I'm using a cap kit from Console 5. Do an excellent job of researching and sourcing the best cap kits you can get. They throw everything together for you, and it's just an excellent value. Shipping's very affordable. I really recommend them when you need to. So, over here I've kind of laid out where all my caps are going to go. So, for example, this is going to go here. These two guys, which I like to stick to my fingers, are going to go here. And this guy's going to go here. This guy's going to go here. And then I have my two items that were really hot that were burning out. Those are going to go right here. So I'm going to go ahead and place a couple of these so I can get them soldered. I'm waiting for my iron to start up. Let's see if we can just show how these usually go. Now this doesn't have a positive or a negative, so it doesn't matter what way it goes, the ceramic cap that replaces the regular cap that was on this. So what we're going to go ahead and do is go on through. And we talked about why were things kind of angled. This is why. We tend to do this to kind of keep it in place. So there's that one. And while I've got that one, let's go ahead and do these radial caps. They do have a negative, positive, and a negative. So negative going this way. It's going to go in and kind of get a bend. Positive going this way. Realize I'm not really showing. Sorry about that. So just getting this all lined up. If you didn't see, I have my ceramic cap. And what I did is I just kind of twisted these a little bit to hold them on the board. And do the same on this one. And here's my negative side. I like to kind of just use on these edge boards. Just use them to make my shape a little bit here. And here's that. And it just takes experience getting the right size. I'm not very great at it, but I'm getting better. So you see the negative arrows are pointing to the back, so this is actually flipped. So on this one, the negative was over here. Now I'm going to point to the other way. Positive here, and negative here. See there, I didn't size very well. And just like the others, give a little bend. Okay, so there's those two. This one is next. Make sure that I have my negative arrow going the right way. Okay. Down a little bend. Alright, now I have my cap here above. So on these, it's usually easy to tell. First of all, there's a big old negative stripe that shows you what the negative side is, but the positive is always longer. So you can pretty easy to tell. This should be my 47. It is. Put that through. Alright. Now these guys. So they point this way with this orientation, and then I'm going to put the ferrite bead on the same leg that was before. I'm going to bend two legs back, kind of make a triangle just like the picture does. I'm going to take one of the beads, put it on the right side here. See if I can get these all through. So on this one, you don't want to go all out. Do the other. triangle. Actually, with the middle piece forward. Down the side. Let's see. Okay, that one went pretty well. Okay. So I've got all my components on. I'm kind of bend it on so I can solder them up. I've got my soldering iron running here. And I think we're ready to get these new components on. So I'm going to flip it over. And everywhere we have an item, we're just going to try to pretend we're on. And here we go. Alright. This guy's pretty secure. I'll bunch over here. And I'm trying to heat up the via so the solder melts against that rather than the iron. Sucks into the hole. You know, as a starting console, Intellivision is really good. It has very easy to access components. There's not a lot of damage you can do. You do want to be very careful and kind of watch for what we call splash damage, where you drop solder without knowing it, and it bridges a couple pins, but you want to be careful about that for all kinds of soldering. I'm very much an amateur, but I get more comfortable and learn every day. And encourage everyone to at least try. It's been really satisfying to be able to learn and do these kind of projects. Okay. And I think that's it for that side. Turn this way. And we will be, again, really careful around this ribbon cable. Don't want to accidentally hit it with our soldering iron and burn anything. Take your time. Be very careful. And then you get to do the fun part, or I think is the fun part, which is snipping off all the vias, or snipping off the extra long pieces. Okay. I think that is everything. Okay. I'll just give a visual inspection on the top and see that we have everything soldered in. I might hit these joints a little bit more. Get them, make sure they're not dry. So I'll hit these 3 joints. This looks good. This looks really good. Okay, this looks good. So let me just hit these outside joints just once more. Make sure the solder gets all the way in. Okay, that looks pretty good. This guy again once more. Now I will say flux will help with this process. Just making sure to suck into the joints. These joints are usually long enough that but you do want to do your due diligence, just give everything a check. Make sure it looks okay. Oh yeah, that's much better. That you're getting a good connection. Everything's not going to go anywhere. Alright, that looks pretty darn good. That's all for this one. Tune in next Sunday when we will continue the journey.